Madison's POV. You are really amazing in bed, sweetheart. Alpha Nicholas remarks while wearing his clothes. I am laying on the bed, clutching the bedsheet close to my chest, trying to hide my naked body from his hungry eyes. Shivering uncontrollably, I bite my lips, trying not to make any sound. It's not the first time he forces me in bed, but I don't want Luna Naomi know these dirty things. I don't want to break her heart, as she is like a sister to me. Life has never been easy for me, especially after the sudden loss of my parents. They were my best friends, my strength, the reason behind my happiness, but now they are not with me. Still, I have never lost hope that someday everything will get better, although I don't know how long I will be able to keep my hope from breaking into tiny pieces. I am the lowest rank wolf of the Red Moon Pack, as I am an Omega. The pack is located in City Hall, San Francisco, and have more than 6,000 members in total. Being an Omega, I am bound to be weak, and not getting the proper training has made my wolf weak too. After the death of my parents, the caretaker of the orphanage has taken care of me like any other orphan pup. Neither of my parents' family members want to do anything with me because in their eyes I am a weakling and there is no need for them to look after an Omega. Mrs. Pamela has been my caretaker for 10 years, as my parents died when I was only 8 years old. Although I am now 18 years old and completely legal to be my own, I still need Mrs. Pamela's guidance. She is also our current pack Luna's mother, who is as good as her. Talking about the pack Luna, Naomi has always cared for me while trying to keep the bullies away by threatening them. Not only that, she never makes me feel like an outsider, unlike others who think I don't matter for this pack. However, I can't say the same for the alpha of the pack, Nicholas Jones. He is one of the trickiest persons I have seen in my life. Not that I know many people, but still, no one can compare to his ability to manipulate people. Not only that, he has removed the Gamma title from the pack, which is supposed to be mine after my father's death, because he doesn't want me to have any power, as only then he can be successful in making full out of the pack members, including Naomi, who thinks her mate love her like crazy. But in reality, he is cheating behind her back all the time. Maddie, what are you thinking, my baby? Mrs. Pamela asks, breaking me out of my thoughts. Nothing particular, Mrs. Pamela, I reply. Okay, but still, what are you making? Smells nice, I must say, she says, standing beside me. I am baking some cookies for the pup, I reply, showing her the almost ready dough. Oh, that's great. They will love to have these cookies after coming back from school, she remarks and goes to start preparation for the lunch. I let the cookies bake and ask Mrs. Pamela to take them out of the microwave when they are done. I am feeling quite tired, so I think it will be better if I rest for some time. I reach my bedroom and lie down on the bed trying to feel relaxed, although I know it's not going to be easy work. Just as sleep is taking over, I feel a hand being put over on my tummy, making me open my eyes to see that Alpha Nicholas is sitting beside me. I sit up hurriedly, feeling my heartbeat getting fast, just seeing him so close to me. He may be perfect for Alpha for everyone, but for me, he is only a monster who has destroyed my innocence. What are you doing here? I ask scaredly. Can't I come here to meet the woman who is going to give birth to my future heir? I miss you, sweetheart, he retorts, sporting a sweet smile, but I know there is nothing sweet about him, because he is full of poison. Please don't do anything. I have promised to keep quiet. I plead, knowing well how nasty he can get. I know that you won't say anything against me, or you know what I can do, but still, it seems like I can't keep my hands on hold for very long. They keep trying to mess with this delicious body of yours, he says, trailing a finger down my face, making me cringe. Maddie, how are you doing in my baby? Naomi asks, walking inside the room, making Alpha back away from me. Both of us are doing good, I reply, smiling at her in the hope she won't notice the fear in my eyes. Ah, you are such a good little sister and aunt, she squeals before caressing my 2 months baby bump. Yes, I am pregnant, and also with Alpha Nicholas's baby. I know it sounds odd that Naomi knows about this baby, but still getting so excited. Actually, she can't have a baby because of some complications, so I am the one who is carrying a baby for them. But there is something only Alpha, the pack doctor, and I know. Everyone, including Naomi, knows that I am a surrogate mother to the baby, But in reality, Alpha has forced me to have sex with him and order the pack doctor to lie to the pack about the surrogacy procedure. Not only that, Alpha has threatened to kill Mrs. Pamela, who is like a mother to me, if I utter to anyone about how I got pregnant. So I don't have any other choice left. Of course, she's a great person. Alpha says, smirking at Naomi's behind. Do you want something to eat or drink? Naomi asks, looking at me with a soft smile. No, I just need to take a small nap before the kids get home, I reply. Don't worry about them. I have told Mom that I will help her with the kids. You just rest and take care of yourself, she replies before bending down to kiss the baby bump. Werewolf pregnancy lasts for only 6 months, so only in 2 months pregnant, my bump is quite visible. Soon, both of them leave the room and I finally get to sleep. But after a lot of turning and tossing, I am not feeling good, just thinking as if something terrible is going to happen. I get up from the bed and walk towards the window from where I can see the back porch. Do you think we will ever going to find our mate? Reese, my wolf, asks. What's the use even if we find him? He will leave us in a single glance. I reply, don't say that. I trust that he will understand us. Not only that, he will also save us from Alpha Nicholas. A sad smile appears on my face hearing her innocent reply. She really thinks that our mate will accept despite knowing about the pregnancy. No werewolf can accept the fact that their mate is pregnant with another person's baby. It doesn't matter if it's male or female. So it's futile to expect anything different from my supposed mate whom I haven't met yet. Let's just hope you will be proved correct. I tell her, not wanting to make her feel bad. I have already made her life hell, so at least I can keep her hope up if that makes her happy. I don't know if I am ever going to meet my mate soon. But one thing I know is that he won't be liking me being pregnant with another male's pup. Gabriel's POV. I strode up in the hallway as all my employees' heads lower down. They dare not to look into my eyes because they are human, while I will be the Alpha King. I am the owner of the biggest company in the world. I have started this company on my own 8 years ago, and within the time it has become the top of the list. Although my father has his own company and always wanted me to be the successor of that company, but I always wanted something of my own, which is made by me. So, now my little brother, Andrew, who is also the royal beta, handles that company. Talking about my brother, I am very happy that he has found his mate who is as strong like him. At first, Mom was wary to know about Andrew's gender preference, but after some time, she understands that she can't tell him what to do. Also, he is lucky man that Moon Goddess has granted him a male mate. They are both complete each other perfectly and has become one of the most popular couple around the werewolf community. But when it comes to me, I am still mateless. Not that I haven't tried to look for her yet, it seems I am not lucky enough to meet my mate. Usually, when any werewolf turns 16 years old, he or she gets to meet their mate. But even though I am 26 years old, I am still waiting for the lucky day. Even if my mate is going to be an Omega, I will love her as much as I can. The evening comes and I order the driver to take me to my club Devil's Zone, which is a high-earning nightclub in Toronto. Soon the car stops in front of the club and I get out before walking inside. As the owner of the club, I don't need to go through the security process. Also, everyone knows my other identity as the Alpha King, so they easily part ways for me to go. Upon arriving in the VIP section, I find my little brother Andrew, my best friend / Royal Gamma Ezekiel, sitting on the couch while sipping wine. I sit down across from them on a different couch and pour a good amount of wine in a vacant glass. So what does the mutt want to talk about? Ezekiel asks. The mutt refers to David Henderson, a fellow PAX Alpha. I don't have any idea about it because he has only told me that he is going to share some important issue about a neighboring pack. I reply, it's always something important, but when he starts talking, all that come out of his mouth is the insults to other packs. I really don't understand why you don't strip him out of his position, which you can do easily. Andrew remarks frustratingly. I know what I am capable of doing, but still, I am giving him a chance. Actually, a last chance to prove himself, and if by any chance he can't provide any meaningful information, then not only I will strip him out of his position as an alpha, but also make him a slave to the castle under the Omegas. I reply, smirking at them. There is a reason why I am the king of all the werewolves, because I can easily recognize when someone is lying just by looking at their eyes. A liar can mask their facial expression, but eyes can never lie. So it's pretty easy to see through people who think that they are doing a great job in hiding their real intention. Also, their wolves will never be able to lie in front of their king, knowing how severe a punishment can be for them. Yet it's fun to watch them try to outsmart me, because then punishing them becomes more interesting for me. Many people think that I don't have the patience to control my anger, as I like to kill my prey without showing any sympathy. But what they don't know is that I am extremely patient in plotting someone's punishment. Finally, after what feels like hours, the shithead named Alpha Henderson has decided to show himself with a cheerful smile, as if we are here for some reunion party. However, when he notices our stoic expressions, his eyes show fear, but then he masks it with his ugly fake smile. I see you guys are already waiting for me. Sorry, I had to stop at the bar to order some wine for me, the bastard remarks, sitting across from me. We are not interested in hearing what you were doing, Henderson. Direct get on the real topic. Ezekiel snaps, making me smirk, always the angry one. Oops, sorry. But I need something in my system to start talking. Henderson replies, looking unfazed. Do you have something important to tell us, or you're just here to waste our time? This time, it's Andrew who asked the question. Look, Royal Beta, I may look like I don't have any work, but believe me, I have a lot to do. So no, I am not here to waste your time. Henderson answers, making me shake my head. I get up from the couch before stopping in front of the fucker, who is now sweating a lot. The game hasn't started, and here he is, already showing his weakness. I take out my phone from my pants pocket and scroll down to the picture, which will be enough to shake his world. Just before you came here, I received a photo of a beautiful young girl who I think will look good at my bed, all tied up and giving me pleasure with her little body. What do you think, Henderson? I ask while showing the photo, and the horror in his eyes is enough for me to trap him completely in my game. Alpha King, why are you wasting your valuable time on her when you can have more beautiful girls? I am telling you, she won't be able to satisfy you. He replies, trying to sound confident, but the quiver in his tone is giving him away. Nah, I think she will make a good pleasure thing, so you don't need to worry. If she doesn't know anything, I will teach her in my way, because sweet little thing like her need to be tested by me. I smirk while licking my lips, looking at the photo. Listen to me. I will get you as many girls as you want. Give me 1 day and there will be 100 girls lining up in here. He replies in a desperate tone, making me arch my brow at him. Why are you so against me having this girl? Do you know her personally? I ask as if I don't know the truth already. Me? No, I don't know her. I have never seen her before. He answers in hurry. Then go and pick up the girl from her apartment. Take 2 guys with you so that you won't be having any trouble bringing her to my place. I order while looking at him in the eyes. His eyes widen before he shakes his head in denial. I have other works to finish, so I can't go right now. I will get her tomorrow. He says while standing up from his place to leave the room, but before he can do that, I swiftly cut the middle of his neck with my knuckle duster trench knife. He tries to stop the bleeding by pressing his hands on the cut, but it's futile, as my aim is always perfect. He drops to his knees while looking at me with hatred, as if I give a fuck. You should know one thing, that I hate liars, and on top of that, I hate when anyone tries to save themselves while putting their family in harm. You shouldn't have lied to me about not knowing your own bloody sister. I growl and punch him in the jaw hard. It doesn't take long for him to die while bleeding profusely. I look at Andrew and Ezekiel, who look like they don't understand why the hell I kill someone who is here to give us some important information. Ask away whatever you want, I remark, taking my place back on the couch. What's all this, bro? Andrew asks. He was not here to give us any information. Instead, he was here to see the club and gather as much as information he could to sell them to the hunters. What the fly? Fuck. Is he really working with the enemy of our kind? Ezekiel asks. Apparently he was, as he wanted more money to have, but he should have been more careful while going behind my back. I answer, smirking at the two. And what about the hunters? Andrew wonders aloud. I have already sent my most trusted agents to look for the hunter group who dares to harm my people. However, I have a feeling that this group won't be so easy to destroy. I let out, looking at the two. Suddenly, Andrew's phone starts ringing, so he gives me an apologetic smile before answering the call. By the smile on his face, I am sure he is talking to his mate. Merrick, his mate, is the royal doctor, as well as an amazing warrior. I can't be more proud to have him in our pack. However, soon the smile on my brother's face changed into a frown, making me wonder what could have happened. After some time, he cuts the call and then looks at me with hesitation. What's wrong, Andy? I ask, using the nickname I used to call him when we were little. Merrick's friend from the Red Moon Pack is severely injured by a group of unknown people, and their pack doctor is not able to do anything to save him. So, Merrick wants to go there to help. He replies, making my wolf stir in my mind, but I stop him before he can take over because right now, I don't need his angry self, but my calm self to solve the problem. Tell Merrick that I will also accompany you two, and we are leaving in 1 hour. I order. It should have been a simple trip if I don't find my mate there. Madison's POV. I help Naomi to do her hair neatly, while getting to know that one of the warriors of our pack has been attacked while coming back from shopping. His condition is not good, and our pack doctor is not able to do anything to help him. That's why the royal doctor is coming here along with the Alpha King and the royal beta. I have never met anyone from the royal family, nor seen their photos, however, heard a lot about how strong and wealthy they are. Especially the current Alpha King, who is said to be the most powerful being on the earth. I don't know why, but Reese is behaving quite oddly after hearing about the arrival of the Alpha King. I ask her, but she hides her face behind her paws, making me confused. You know, Madison, I have selected a few names for the pup. Although we still don't know the gender, but I have a feeling that the baby will be a girl. Naomi let out, looking super excited. I hope your assumption will be true. I reply half-heartedly, because deep down I feel like the pup is a boy. Suddenly, I notice her eyes become fogged, which means she is mind-linking with someone. After a few minutes, her eyes turn normal, and she informs me that the royals are about to arrive. Both of us walk out of her room and towards the front door where everyone is waiting for the arrival of the royals. But the minute my eyes fall on Alpha Nicholas and notice the nasty smirk on his face, I badly want to hide. The way he is looking at me from head to toe, I am feeling like he is undressing me. Thankfully, I don't need to stand close to him, because it's a rule that the high rankers will be the ones to greet the guests. Also, Omegas are ordered to mask our scents with some powerful perfume made by a well-known witch, because it is said that many packs don't like to interact with Omegas. I don't understand the concept, as my dad used to say that Omegas should be treasured the most in any pack. However, I think the system is not the same as before. A mouth-watering smell of pine and dark chocolate invade my nostrils, breaking me away from my chains of thoughts. I look ahead to see that Alpha Nicholas is talking to someone, but I can't see the face. However, I am sure that the smell belongs to that person because the other two behind him smell different and somehow have a mixed smell, making me realize that they must be mates. Mate! That our mate. Suddenly Reese yells in my mind at the same time when I get to see the face of the mystery man. I stumble back in shock, not expecting to find my mate so suddenly. I regain my balance, holding the door frame, but my breathing is still uneven because of the emotions running on my mind. Go to our mate, Madison. He will take us away from here. Reese exclaims with happiness, but I can't feel the same as her. How am I supposed to tell her that even our mate will not accept us when he will see our state? I also want to run in his arms and never leave it, but I can't do that knowing I will only taint his reputation. I may not know him personally yet. I know that the one who is smelling so good is the Alpha King. His giant height, his bulky muscles, his captivating blue eyes, and especially his extremely powerful aura is enough for me to know his status. Is he my mate? Gabriel's POV. We are on our way to the Red Moon Pack, which is located in City Hall, which is nearly 39 hours away from Toronto. But as we are traveling by private jet, it will only take 6 hours to reach there. I wasn't supposed to come here, but when I heard about the attack, immediately my mind thought about the group of hunters who are working against werewolves. Finally, the pilot announced that we have landed at the airport. I get out of the jet, followed by Andrew and Merrick. A car is already waiting for us, so without wasting time we get inside, and the driver starts driving towards the Red Moon Pack. I haven't brought any warriors with me, because I am sure no one will be in their right mind to attack me. 10 minutes later, the car entered the pack territory. As the Alpha King, I don't need to take permission from the Alpha of any pack to enter their territory. But I still like to let the pack Alpha know about my coming plans, which I have done this time too. This is my first time coming to this pack, and I have to say, it's not bad in my view. However, there is something that is telling me that I can't trust the Alpha of this pack so easily. I have not met him before, but heard a lot about him. Although can't say whatever I have heard is good. Upon arriving in front of the pack house, I get out of the car and walk towards where Alpha Nicholas and his Luna Naomi are standing, but my wolf is not a bit interested in them. Instead, he is trying to find someone but who I don't have any idea about. "Welcome to the Red Moon Pack, Alpha King," Alpha Nicholas says, bowing his head. "Thank you," I curtly reply. "Let me introduce you to my Luna Naomi," he says, motioning towards the beautiful woman to his side, who also bow in front of me. "Nice to meet you," I remark, keeping my face emotionless. "It's our pleasure to have you three here," Luna Naomi says, smiling gently at me. "Sorry to interrupt, but can we go to the infirmary? I need to check on my friend ASAP." Merrick says, looking worried, but I can't scold him because he is doing what a good doctor should do. "Yes, sure. Come with me." Alpha Nicholas replies, trying to mask his annoyance with a big smile. But alas, I have already seen the reality. Suddenly, Cyrus, my wolf, let out a howl in my mind, making me wince. I try to control him, but that only makes him angrier. I don't know what's wrong with him because he is a very calm and calculated wolf. However, I think he has sensed something that can only indicate one thing. Maybe the thing is harmful to us or very important to us. Just as I'm going to follow others, my eyes fall on a short girl who looks like she wants to disappear from the sight, but the mere thought of that has me growling in my mind. Her brown eyes are calling out to me as if I know her for a very long time. But I am sure that this is the first time I am seeing her. Just then, my eyes catch the sight of her stomach and I suppress a growl, seeing a small baby bump, which means she is pregnant. Then why the fuck am I feeling like she is mine? No, I can't lust after an already mated she-wolf. Not only that, but she is also pregnant. Also, I can't detect her scent. That only means she is not my mate. But then, what's this feeling that I am having on seeing her? Madison's POV. Why is he looking at me? I am sure he can't smell me because of the perfume, then why he keeps glancing at me? I avert my eyes when I notice that he is now looking at my baby bump, making me self-conscious. Suddenly his eyes become hard and unconsciously glared at my way before walking out of there. "Why mate go away like this, Maddie?" Reese asks sadly, making me sad as well. "Maybe because he doesn't get to smell us." "Remember the perfume?" I ask. "Oh, that bad perfume. Please let's go and take bath so that mate can smell us." She replies, getting excited as if a bath will solve all the problems. "Okay, I will do that," I answer, making her happy. Trying not to attract anyone's attention, I back off and turn around, rushing towards the house where I stay with Mrs. Pamela and the other kids. But out of balance, I trip and fall. Suddenly, I feel a sharp pain in my tummy, making me scream aloud. I fall to the ground while trying to stop the pain. But it looks like everything is in vain as the pain keeps increasing. I feel strong hands lift me in their arms, and by the tingles that I am feeling despite the pain, I know it's my mate. I don't know what to think at this moment, because all my focus is on my puppy, who must be in huge pain as well. I feel my mate run in the direction of the infirmary while telling me to keep my eyes open. I can only nod my head as my head is spinning so badly because of the pain. "Doctor, help her. She is pregnant and bleeding very badly." I hear my mate yell, which brings my attention to his words. Bleeding. What does he mean by that? If I am bleeding, then that can only indicate one thing, which is something terrible to happen to my baby. I cries out loudly, just thinking about the little one in pain or any kind of harm. Miss, please don't cry. Nothing will be happening with your pup. I hear my mate assure me, but that only makes me cry harder. He doesn't even know who he is trying to console. Alpha King, put her in here, someone says, and then I feel myself being placed on a soft surface. Please save the baby, I request while whimpers leave my lips. Yes, you will be all right, Madison, the pack doctor says, and then everything becomes blur around me. I just pray to the moon goddess that nothing happens to my baby, or I won't be able to forgive myself. Gabriel's POV. Just as I am about to enter the infirmary, I hear a painful scream making my wolf roar as if someone close to us is in pain. I don't think twice before running towards where the screaming can be heard. However, I didn't think that the pregnant she-wolf from before would be the one whom I will find on the spot. I notice the way she is clutching her stomach and crying hysterically while blood runs down her legs. Oh no, it's not a good sign. Without wasting time, I pick her up in my arms and rush towards the infirmary. I tell her not to close her eyes while calling out for a doctor. Thankfully, the pack doctor is nearby and leads us towards an empty room where I put the she-wolf on the hospital bed. Please save the baby, she says while whimper leaves her lips, making both me and my wolf sad seeing her in this condition. Yes, you will be all right, Madison, I hear the doctor say before the she-wolf closes her eyes, making me panic. What's wrong with her? Do something, doctor. I order the doctor, who nods his head. Alpha King, I am sorry to tell you this, but you need to leave this room. I have my team with me, so don't worry. We will make sure nothing happens to her. I don't want to leave the room, but I also know what the doctor has said is true. So, without protesting, I walk out of the room, but not before looking at the unconscious she-wolf one last time. Seeing her pale, delicate face, I almost can't stop the urge to kiss her cracked lips. Have you noticed something? Cyrus, my wolf asks me. What? I ask back. Although we can't trace her scent, there is something telling me that she is ours. Because when you picked her in your arms, there are sparks all over our body, and that can only happen if she is our mate. He replies, stating a solid point. You are correct, but with all the rushing, I didn't realize the tingles that I felt when I first touched her. I think it's time I get to know about this mysterious she-wolf. I remark, looking at closed door of the hospital room. Where are you, brother? Andrew asks me through MindLink, making me realize why I have come here in the first place. I am coming. I reply, not bothering to tell him about my whereabouts. I curse myself for forgetting about my duty as the Alpha King just because of a mere she-wolf. I hurriedly walk towards where I depict my brother's scent and find everyone standing outside except Merrick, whom I think is inside inspecting his injured friend. Where were you? That's what Andrew asks the moment I stand beside him. A pregnant she-wolf was in pain, so I went to help her, and that's when I noticed the blood on her leg, so I took her to the infirmary. Right now, the pack doctor is checking up her to see the cause of the bleeding. I reply with a sigh. Pregnant she-wolf? Alpha King, sorry for my interruption, but have you heard the doctor saying her name? Luna Naomi asks, looking scared. I think heard the doctor calling her Madison. I answer, and suddenly Luna Naomi stumble back, but thankfully her mate catch her before she can fall. Nicholas, our baby. Alpha King is saying that Madison is here in another room. Please let's go there. I need to see her myself. Luna Naomi tells her mate, who nods his head while trying to assure that nothing will happen to their baby. Excuse me, Alpha Nicholas. I would like to know what's going on. I mean, what your mate mean by that the baby is belong to you both? I can't help but ask the question that is bothering me and my wolf so much. Madison, the pregnant she-wolf, is the surrogate mother for me and my mate. That's all, Alpha Nicholas replies, and for some reason I feel relief wash over me. That means the pregnant she-wolf can be my mate, Madison's POV. I can hear people talking around me, but can't see them. I try to move my hand, but that is also not possible, as if my mind is working, not my body. Then I hear my mate's voice, who is asking the doctor about my health. I don't know why he is showing concern to someone whom he doesn't know. Maybe because he is the Alpha King and only doing his duty. Madison, please open your eyes. The pup is all right, nothing happens to the baby. I hear Naomi's voice and I badly want to reply to her. So I try harder, and after some struggle succeed to open my eyes while looking at her tears-filled eyes. My eyes get blurry too, thanking Moon Goddess for saving my pup. I run my shaky hand on my stomach and let out a cry, feeling the bump still in its place. Don't cry, Maddie. You are a strong girl, and I am sure the baby will be strong like you too, Naomi says, wiping my tears. Thank you for saving me. I let out, looking at her with a tearful smile. Don't thank me. Thank Alpha King who helped you. He is the one who brought you here at the correct time. She replies, which I already know. How are you feeling, Madison? Alpha Nicholas asks, making me scared just by his presence, but I know I can't show weakness or the other present in the room will suspect something. Good, I reply, not looking at him. By the way, I would like to tell you that the pup is all right, but you need to be careful from now. There are only 4 months left in the pregnancy, and these months are very crucial, so try not to worry too much because that won't be good for the pup. Also, eat as much as you can. The pack doctor informs, giving me an assuring smile, which I return with my own. After some time, everyone leaves the room and I try to sleep because I am still very much tired. However, the sudden smell of pine and dark chocolate has me alert. I look at the doorway to see that my mate is standing there looking hesitant, as if he doesn't know if it's okay to come inside or not. I don't know why, but I want him close, so I smile at him, in which he smiles back and walks inside. Hopefully I am not disturbing you. His voice is so deep that it sends shiver down my spine. No, you are not disturbing me, I reply shyly. I am Gabriel Knight. Nice to meet you, he says, looking at me with a gentle smile. Nice to meet you too. I am Madison Evans, I reply. I have heard that you are a surrogate mother for the Alpha and Luna of this pack, right? My breath hitch when he mentions surrogacy. It's not true, but I can't tell him the truth. If I do so, Mrs. Pamela's life will be in danger. Yes, I am a surrogate mother for the Alpha and Luna's child, I reply, and notice the way an expression of relief takes over his handsome face. Gabriel's POV. Why do you think it's taking him so long to heal? I ask Merrick. The wounds on his body are not severe, but the chemical in them is the one which we have to research for, as I don't think I have ever seen anything like this. Till now, only silver and wolfbane are harmful to our kinds, but this new chemical deadlier than them. Merrick replies, looking tensed, as if something else is going on in his mind. What are you not telling me? I ask, making him gulp. His body may be looking all right, but it is shutting down inside. I don't even know what type of chemical it is, then how am I supposed to know the antidote? I am feeling like such a failure as a doctor as well as a friend, he replies in a choking voice. Don't say like that, babe. You are trying your best to save his life, but if you don't have the solution, then no one is going to blame you. Andrew says while wrapping his arms around his mate's shoulder, who leans on his touch. I leave them alone in the room and walk out. I call my private agents and let them know what I want to know. I release a tired sigh because everything is getting out of hand, which I am not liking a bit. Suddenly, I remember the pregnant she-wolf and decide to ask about her health. So I go towards the room where she is resting and find out that she has gained consciousness. I am a little hesitant to walk inside, thinking maybe I am disturbing her, but then she gives me a gentle smile, making all the hesitation disappear. So I get near her and decide to clear some things. Hopefully, I am not disturbing you, I remark, in which I don't miss the way she shivers. That can only happen to mates. No, you are not disturbing me, she replies shyly. I am Gabriel Knight. Nice to meet you, I say, looking at her with a gentle smile. Nice to meet you too. I am Madison Evans, she replies and believes me. I am dying to see her smile again. I have heard that you are a surrogate mother for the Alpha and Luna of this pack, right? I let out, wanting to go directly to the point. Yes, I am a surrogate mother for the Alpha and Luna's child. She answers, making me feel relaxed, but suddenly a thought comes to my mind. Have you found your mate? I mean, don't take me wrong, but you are way too young to be a surrogate mother. By the way, how old are you? I ask while her eyes widen comically as if I have asked something unusual. No, I haven't found my mate, and I am 18 years old. About being a surrogate mother, it's my choice to help the Alpha and Luna as they have done so much for us. I just want to help them to get what they deserve. she answers, but somehow I am not convinced. There is surely something she is hiding because she is not making eye contact with me. Why can't I smell you? I ask bluntly, not caring if I am coming as a rude person. I need to solve the mystery at any cost. Maybe because of the pregnancy. I have heard that during pregnancy, the scent of women changes to something else. So that can be the reason. But why are you asking this? She retorts, I am just curious, and that's all. I reply, and I don't miss the disappointment in her eyes, which she masks with a smile. I don't know what this girl is hiding, but whatever it is, I'll find out. If I feel that this is my mate, then I cannot be wrong. Not only that, but Cyrus also feels the same, so I have to find out what's going on before I leave for Toronto. Madison's POV. Okay, then I will let you rest. Alpha King Gabriel says and walks out of the room, leaving me alone in a dilemma of what to do now. I have such a great chance to get away from Alpha Nicholas and his sexual abuse, but I don't know if my mate will believe me or not. Also, I can't put Mrs. Pamela's life in danger by revealing the truth to my mate, who is more powerful than Alpha Nicholas. Why didn't you tell him that we are his mate? Reese asks, breaking me away from my thoughts. I can't right now. First, I have to think of a way not to get caught by Alpha Nicholas, which will put Mrs. Pamela's life in danger. Second, I need to know about our mate and confirm that he will accept us the way we are. I have already lied to him about being a surrogate mother for this pup, and I don't want to build a relationship based on lies. I reply, making her whimper. What if mate hates us after knowing the truth? She asks, crying silently. Then we have to accept his decision, because we can't force him to accept us. I tell her with a sigh. The next day, I get released from the hospital, but with a warning to keep my health in check or the consequences maybe harm the pup. Currently, I am trying to convince Mrs. Pamela to let me go for a run, but she's not listening to me, saying that I still need rest. But my wolf needs to run too, and that can't be happening if I stay inside. I try to reason with her, but all I get in return is a glare from her, which makes me shut up instantly. You may not think of me as your mother, but I think of you as my own daughter, just like Naomi, so I will not let you do anything that can harm your health. Tell Reese that you guys can go for a run after a few days, but not right now, got it? She asks, looking very serious. I understand, Mrs. Pamela. I mumble and walk towards my room with my head down. However, suddenly I collided with something hard, making my forehead hurt. I look up to see that Alpha Nicholas is the with whom I have collided. Instantly, I start to back out, but he holds my hand and drags me towards my room, which makes me scared out of my mind. Who do you think you are? He snaps at me. I don't understand what you are saying, I reply, whimpering. Don't try to look like an innocent person and tell me what Gabriel was telling you. Have you told him about the pup? He lets out, shaking my hand quite harshly, which I am sure will leave bruises. Please, I didn't tell him anything, I reply while tears spilling down my cheeks. Just remember one thing, Madison. If you dare to say anything to the Alpha King, then you will have to say goodbye to the pup. I know, despite the real fact behind this pregnancy, you love this pup, so think before thinking about opening your damn mouth. By saying this, he walks out of there, crushing my all hope to get out of this hell. I put my hand on my baby bump and cry silently, knowing that if Mrs. Pamela hears me, she will ask about the reason, which I won't be able to tell her. My life is already so fucked up, and now it's getting more drastic with day by day. I don't know what to do anymore because it seems I have to choose between my mate and my pup, which is not easy for me. Gabriel's POV. Finally, the evening comes, and so is the time when I will be going back to my mansion. According to my instruction, Andrew asks the pack doctor to come to my bedroom. I need to find out what's going on with that pregnant she-wolf. Before the pack doctor arrives, I have time to take a shower. I stripped out of my suit and saw the blood stain on it. It reminds me of the moment Madison was in my arms. Her pale face and fragile body arouse my desire to protect her. She is such a kind and innocent girl. To help the barren Luna get a baby, she sacrifices herself to be a surrogate mother for them. I'm no more mateless. Once confirming that she is my mate, I will take her to Toronto and make her my Luna. However, there are some questions popping in my head. What's wrong with her scent? Why can't I sense that she is my mate? She told me that I can't feel her scent because of her pregnancy, but I don't believe the pregnancy scent thing. Oddly enough, she is so afraid of Alpha Nicholas. Aren't Alpha and Luna treating her nice? I'm gonna find out the real fact. If anyone bullied her, I would make them suffer. As I finish the shower, the pack doctor arrives. He bows to me and is ready to report the new chemical thing, which is deadlier than wolfbane. But I care about Madison much more than this. Alpha King, what can I do for you? The pack doctor asks politely. Tell me something about Madison. I go straight to the point. Madison? He is so nervous, gulping. I clear my throat to pretend as if I don't know the truth already, asking, why can't I feel her scent? He sighs in a slight of relief and replies, she is an Omega. Every time our pack has guests, she has to mask her scents with some powerful perfume made by a well-known witch in case the other packs don't like to interact with Omegas. Omega? I don't care whether she is an Omega. Is this the reason that she didn't tell me the truth? Silly girl. I chuckle. Cyrus's POV. Before the relief wave over Gabriel's body, I'm in control. I notice the pack doctor's eyes show fear, but then he masks it with his stupid fake smile. Out of blue, I have a gut feeling that things may hurt Gabriel. Raising my brow, I ask, what are you trying to hide from me? Does it have anything to do with Madison? Nothing. He replies, trying to sound confident, but the quiver in his tone is giving him away. His body shivers, and he dares not to look into my eyes. Tell me the truth, I order while looking at him in the eyes. Werewolves will never be able to lie in front of their king, knowing how severe punishment can be for them. Uncontrollably, the pack doctor kneels down and confesses, Madison, she is not the surrogate mother for Alpha and Luna. What? She is not the surrogate mother. That means she slept with Alpha and got pregnant, and Luna doesn't know about it. The pack doctor continues, that bitch! I smash a glass hard on the ground, making it shatter into pieces. She disguises herself as a devoted sister to Luna, but she is having an affair with Alpha. She is pregnant after having sex with Alpha, but she lies to everyone that she is a surrogate mother. On the other hand, she is trying to seduce Gabriel. Nice try. I grit my teeth and clench my fist. I hate liars. Since she dared to lie to Gabriel, I would give her the most severe punishment. Madison's POV. Come on, you need to eat more. You are not eating for only yourself. You are also eating for my baby, so stop pouting like a pup and finish the sandwich. Naomi scolds me and shoves the plate of sandwich towards me. I glare at her, but still take a bite from the sandwich. She smiles in victory before going out of the room, leaving me alone. She has forbidden me to do any work, from household work to pack work, because she believes I need some bed rest to get better, as I am experiencing a very bad condition of morning sickness, which is not unusual for a pregnant woman. But still, I cannot just undo the way I cannot keep anything in my stomach, because the minute I eat something, the next minute I am rushing towards the washroom to throw up. So now I am stuck in my bedroom for 5 days straight, which is making me crazy. It's not like I cannot go out of the room or walk around the house, but I cannot even lift a small thing, because the next second one of the she-wolves will come towards me and starts to ask me nonstop questions about my health and condition. I don't even want to imagine what they will do when I will be at the peak of my pregnancy. Can you shift for half an hour? I need to run because my muscles are feeling very stiff. Reese says, making me guilty because it's been 1 week since I have last shifted. Yes, I can do that, but let me tell this to Naomi. I reply and walk out of the room to go look for Naomi, whom I find in the front yard talking to her friends. What are you doing out of your bed? Naomi asks the moment her eyes land on me. Reese wants to run for some time, so can I go to the forest? Don't worry, I won't go very far, I assure her. Okay, I will not decline your wish, as I know it must be hard for Reese to not able to shift for so many days. But you need to take 2 warriors with you for protection. She replies and calls out to some warriors who are walking around. I change into my white and small wolf before running towards the forest with 2 warriors on my toes. I am glad they have kept their distance, because I know that Reese won't be pleased to talk to anyone while running. We run in a decent pace, knowing well that we have to be careful of the growing pup inside us. After running for some time, we stop in front of a pond to drink water. While drinking the water, my eyes catches the glimpse of my wolf. I was never a chubby wolf, but now my coat is looking more healthier than before. Also, my body feels more fuller, making me relieved that the pup is growing well. Do you think Luna will let us see the pup after we hand it over to her? Reese asks after I lie down on the grass beside the pond. If I am being honest, then I will say that she will let us see the pup, but won't let the pup call us Mom. I reply, she already calls us Aunt of the pup, so I think I have to accept our fate. I can hear the pain in her tone, but then I remember something which will surely cheer her up. Don't be sad, Reese. I am sure Goddess is not cruel to deprive us of becoming mother to a pup. You always say that our mate will accept us no matter what, so when we find him we will get to have pup whom we can call ours, I tell her. Yes, that will surely happen that day, and I know our mate will not let anyone take our pup away from us. She replies happily. Smile fades away on my face. I can't risk losing Mrs. Tate, Pamela, and hurting Luna Naomi. However, there is a slightest hope in my mind. Alpha King is stronger than anyone. If he trusts me and help me to get out of my hellish life, I may have the chance to stay with my pups. At this time, a mouth-watering smell of pine and dark chocolate invade my nostrils, breaking me away from my chains of thoughts. I look ahead to see Alpha King standing there, with a cruel smirk on his face. Hello, mate. Madison's POV. Hello, mate, he says, walking towards me with a cruel smirk on his face. Mate? I ask as if I don't know what he is talking about. When are you going to accept the truth, dear mate? Oh no, his voice is much deeper than his human and so powerful that it has me nearly on my knees. Reese tells me it is not Gabriel, it is his wolf Cyrus who in control. I am sorry. I let out, not knowing why I'm asking for forgiveness. You should be sorry after what you have done. Gabriel is a mere human without me, so he still doesn't know the reality behind this pregnancy you said to be a surrogate one. But remember, I know everything, and for that, you will be punished. He growls so loudly that the glasses of the windows break down. My legs are too weak to support my body. He grabs me by my neck, growling, "We were waiting for so long to find you, but not in a million years I thought that I would be getting a whore of a mate." Tears are running down my cheeks, my watery eyes meet his death glare, and my heart is broken. I can't deny that his words hurting me more than Alpha Nicholas' sexual abuse, but I can't open my damn mouth to reveal the real truth. What, cat got your tongue? He remarks mockingly. You can punish me as may you want, but please don't harm the pup. I plead, holding the bump protectively while tears keep sliding out of tears. It seems my eyes will never get a chance to be dry again. Of course I will punish you, but not here, because I don't want to ruin my image and reputation because of a nuisance like you. I will punish you in the most cruel way you can't even imagine. I will let you feel loved for a couple of hours by Gabriel, but then I will tell him the reality of yours, and boom, he will hate you the way I am hating you now. That's all he says before his eyes turn gray, indicating that Alpha King is in control. Mate, have my wolf said anything bad to you? He asks gently, as if his wolf was not threatening me a second ago. But I think his wolf cut their mind links, that's why he doesn't know about the conversation we have. No, he didn't say anything bad, I reply, wiping my tears. I am so happy to finally found you. Didn't you know that we are mates from the start? He asks, looking hurt. Yes, I knew, but I didn't have the power to tell you, I reply. Why is that? He asks, taking my shaky hand in his. I thought you would hate me for my condition, I reply truthfully, while motioning at the baby bump. Yes, it's true that I am a little disappointed that you are not carrying our pup, but I am also proud that you are helping someone who is not able to birth on her own. Don't worry, we will have our own when time permits, but for now, you are coming with me. I don't want to leave without you even for a second. I hold back my tears, hearing his caring words, because I don't want to ruin the moment. I want to live these few hours in his loving arms, knowing that later, everything will be changed forever. Madison's POV. After the conversation with Alpha King Gabriel, it's down to me that I am going to leave this pack and go with my mate. I never thought that my departure would be like this. I am told to pack my belongings, and that's what I am doing, and Mrs. Pamela is the one who is helping me. Have you taken everything with you? She asks with a hoarse voice, as if she is crying for a long time. Yes, I have, but I can't take one more thing if I want to. I tell her, in which she gives me a confused look. I don't say anything. Instead, I hug her tightly, making her understand what I am trying to say. She also wraps her arms around me before we both start crying, holding on to each other. If I say so myself, I don't want to leave her here where the alpha himself is a threat for her. We pull away from each other, and then I wipe her tears gently with my palms. I'm going to miss you so much, my sweet baby. I never saw you any less than my Naomi, because I knew from the start that you are special. Now that you have found your mate, I am sure you will be doing a lot of good deeds for your people. She says, giving me her motherly smile. I will miss you too, Mrs. Pamela. You have been taking care of me since my parents passed away, but I don't want to talk about that anymore. I want to remember all the happy memories which I have created with you and many others of this pack. About doing good deeds for our people, I will try to do that. I reply, kissing her palms. Can I sleep on your lap for some time? I ask, making her cry, but still she nods her head before petting her lap for me to sleep, which I do, and close my eyes, feeling her fingers on my hair. This routing is not new, rather very old, because I wasn't able to fall asleep after the loss of my parents, and Mrs. Pamela used to tell me stories while I used to sleep on her lap. Over the years, we have grown closed like this, and now there will be no one to help me fall asleep. Rather, there will be someone who will do anything to make life hell. But I cannot blame him, because in his eyes, I am the culprit. I am the one who has crushed his hope of finding a good mate. Instead, he has gotten a cheater mate who can't even save herself or her innocence. Gabriel's POV. When I first found out that indeed Madison is my mate, I didn't know how to feel about it. There were a lot of emotions going through my mind, like hurt, betrayal, happiness, relief, and many more. I was really angry at her for not telling me that we are mates, because I am sure she knew it from the start, but didn't tell me anything. Cyrus was terribly hurt because of what our mate did. Until now, he is being too quiet for my liking. Currently, we are waiting for my mate to pack her belongings so that we can leave for Toronto. Although I know it's not easy for her to leave this pack so suddenly, but we can't look past the reality that she belongs beside me. I look at Merrick, who is happy that I have finally found my mate, but he's also sad that he couldn't save his friend from dying. Yes, the warrior who got attacked by an unknown group didn't survive despite the medicines given to him. His body is being buried in the pack territory with respect, followed by the rituals. I really feel bad about his mate and their 5-year-old son. I have asked them if they want to stay here or come with me, in which they have told me that they want to stay here. Alpha King? Someone says from the side, so I turn around to see that it's Luna Naomi, who looks like a rack. Are you all right, Luna? I ask worriedly. Frankly speaking, I am not well, but I can't do anything to cure myself. She replies, making me wonder what she is talking about. I know you're not understanding what I am talking about. I am talking about Madison and my baby, which is going away from me. I won't say that you are doing anything wrong by taking your mate with you, but I cannot help but worry about my unborn pup. She answers, wiping the tears that are flowing from her eyes. I know you're worried that something will happen to your baby, but believe me, I will not let anything happen to the pup. I hope you understand that it's impossible to live without our destined mate, and that's why I cannot leave Madison here. But you and Alpha Nicholas can come to Toronto whenever you feel like. I tell her, getting a smile from her. Thank you so much for your big heart, and yes, I will definitely come to eat my sister and my baby. She replies and looks behind me with a big smile. So I turn around to see that Madison is coming outside with Mrs. Pamela, whom I got to know as the caretaker of the orphan pups. She is also a mother figure for my mate since the passing away of her parents. Madison's POV. When I come outside, I notice that my mate is talking to Naomi, who looks like she is crying too. I am feeling bad for her because she has so much excitement for this baby, but now that I am going away, she will be devastated. After the scary conversation with Alpha King's wolf, I don't know if he will let the pup live. I can only hope that he is not that cruel to do anything horrible to the unborn pup to punish me. I will accept any punishment he throws towards me, but I will not let anything happen to my baby. Are you ready to go, Madison? Alpha Nicholas asks, coming towards me. Yes, I am, I reply, clutching my bag tightly. I hope you remember our conversation, he says, giving me a knowing look while I nod my head. Just then, Alpha King, along with Naomi, comes near us, and Naomi hugs me tightly. I also wrap my arms around her while tears spill out of my eyes. I don't want to look like a scary cat, but right now I am not ashamed to admit that I am very scared. Please take care of yourself and my baby, she says, pulling away from the hug. I will, I reply, putting my palms on the baby bump. If you by any chance need anything, don't hesitate to call me. I have also asked Alpha King to look after you, and he has assured me that he will do that. Don't worry, I and Nicholas will come there to meet you soon, she says, trying to cheer me up, in which I give her a fake smile because I really don't want to see Alpha Nicholas again, because whenever I see him, all the horrible memories start going through my mind. Thank you for your support and love which you have showered me in these years, I tell her. I think we should leave now. The jet is ready, Alpha King Gabriel remarks, wrapping his arm around my waist, making me stiff, but I think he hasn't noticed it yet. Sure, I reply with a smile. I bid goodbye to everyone in the pack, especially Naomi and Mrs. Pamela. After that, I follow my mate towards his expensive-looking car. It takes a few minutes to reach the airport, where he has said that his private jet is waiting for us. The jet looks so luxurious that I am scared to even touch a single thing, but he assures me that whatever he owns is mine from now on. I try to think positively, but I can't when I know all the care, all the affection will vanish the moment his wolf tell him the truth. Madison's POV. We are here, Alpha King. The driver's words bring me back to the reality that indeed I am not in my old pack. Instead, I am now in a completely different place with so many new faces around me. Let's go inside, my mate says to me, in which I nod my head while he helps get out of the car. His younger brother Andrew and his mate Merrick has gone to their place. I have learned on the way here that this pack is not like every other pack, considering this is the largest pack in the world, consist of 40,000 pack members. So to make it work, the pack members are allowed to live on their own place, not like they have to live in the pack house like I have been doing. When I come out of the car, I am welcomed with rose petals on the floor, taking me by surprise. So I look at my mate, who softly smile at me and ask me to follow along the path. I do as I am being told and start walking on the rose petals-filled path, which leads me towards a massive mansion. Actually, it's more like a castle, and frankly speaking, I am not a fan of big places like this. But I can't voice out my thoughts so easily because I don't want to grow my hoe when I know that my mate's wolf will reveal everything soon. Suddenly, a strong wrap around my waist, making me look up to see that it's my mate who is now standing beside me. Listen, you all, I want to introduce someone very important and very precious to you all. Here, meet my mate and the soon-to-be Luna Queen, Madison Evans. He declares to the 30-something people, looking extremely happy, which brings tears to my eyes, but I don't let them fall. Welcome home, Luna Queen, they says aloud while bowing their heads. Thank you, I reply quite awkwardly, making my mate chuckle. I know everything is very new to you, but don't worry, you will get used to it, he says, caressing my face with the back of his hand. He then asks me to follow him inside so that I can rest. I can feel the judgmental eyes of others seeing my baby bump, so out of instinct, I wrap my arms around my stomach. I think my mate also noticed their stares, and the next second, I know they are kneeling down on the floor. She is my mate, and that means she has the equal right as me on this place, so before start gossiping about her, think about the outcome. He growls out, making me scared too. Hey, you don't need to be scared because you're not the one who is wrong here. Come on, let's go to our bedroom, he says gently while leading me upstairs. By the walk to second floor, I am trying to catch my breath. I really don't want to walk anymore and feel like my legs can give out at any moment. However, my mate lifts me in his arms, making me squeal before wrapping my arms around his neck for support. Are you not feeling well? He asks, looking genuinely worried. I am just a little tired, nothing more. I don't want to tell him that I am feeling like vomiting. Don't lie to me, Madison. I can clearly see that you are not feeling good, so now tell me what's wrong with you. He orders, making me sigh. I am feeling nauseated. I let out, making his eyes widen. What? Of moon goddess? You should have told me earlier. No, I should have thought about your condition by myself. You hold on to me. I will take you to our bedroom quickly. By saying this, he starts walking the stairs as if he is not carrying a person, but a bundle of paper. Thankfully, it doesn't take long before we reach a very spacious bedroom and then a washroom where he leaves me alone to do my business. I look around the washroom and let me tell you, all the things are definitely custom made because I don't think anyone can afford this type of luxury. With a little difficulty, I am able to open the tap of water and wash my face, which makes me relaxed. Madison's POV. When I come out of the washroom, I don't find the Alpha King in the room. However, my luggage is right beside the bed, making me sigh in relief. I am really not feeling comfortable in these tight jeans anymore, so I quickly take out a pair of leggings and a turtleneck top before going inside the washroom to change into them. However, this time after coming out, I find my mate in the room, which instantly makes me nervous. I can't forget what his wolf have told me earlier, so every time I see him, I get scared very much. Still, I walk towards him with my head tucked low and clear my throat. Oh, you have changed clothes. That's great because I am sure you must have been feeling uncomfortable with the jeans. By the way, I don't know what you like to eat, so I have come here to ask what you would like to have for dinner, he says gently. Anything will be fine. I am not picky when it comes to food, I reply, fidgeting in my place. Okay, then I will tell the cook to make mac and cheese. Is that all right with you? He asks, in which I nod my head in response. I see that his eyes fog over for some time, indicating that he must be mind-linking the cook. Soon his eyes turn normal to its gray color and he walks near me while I try not to flinch. But I think I am not successful because he stops and his eyes flash with hurt. Are you scared of me? He asks. No. I reply, which is a complete lie. Madison, please don't lie to me. I can clearly see the fear in your eyes. Please tell me if I have done anything to make you feel scared of me. He says, It's my first time to leave the Red Moon Pack and to come somewhere else with completely unknown persons. Maybe that's why I'm feeling a little nervous. But I am sure this feeling will go away in some days. I answer truthfully because whatever I have just said is true. I wasn't allowed to go anywhere alone in the Red Moon Pack because of my status as the Omega. Also, I believe it has to be Alpha Nicholas Sick Plan who is obsessed with me from the start. That's why I haven't seen much outside the pack territory. I know I am an unknown person to you, but I hope to become the most known person to you, he says, taking my hands in his, making tingles shoot up through my body. He then tells me to wait for him as he is going to change his clothes. I nod my head, making him smile. While he gets fresh, I start taking out my stuff from the luggage. I don't know if I am allowed to use the closet. If not, then I have to find a place to keep my things. Soon, my mate comes out of the washroom dressed in a t-shirt and pajama pants, which is quite odd for me as I have only seen him in formal clothes till now. What are you doing? He asks, looking at my stuffs. I am emptying the luggage, but don't know where to keep my things, I reply. What do you mean, where to keep your things? This is both of our rooms, so you have equal access to every single thing like I do. So, put your things in the closet, he assures me. Thank you. I let out, feeling shy, seeing the way he cares about me. Let's go downstairs to have dinner, he says while holding his hand for me to take. I hesitate for some time, but then decide to cherish the little moment I can enjoy with him before his wolf tell him the truth. So, I put my hand in his, making him smile, and we both walk out of the room. Thankfully, this time I don't feel bad walking down the stairs. Upon arriving at the dining area, I am completely taken aback by seeing the expensive and amazing things placed all over the place. He pulls out a chair for me to his right as he sits at the head of the table. The cooks serve us hot mac and cheese, which makes my mouth water. I inhale the aroma of the cheese before digging into the food, earning a chuckle from my mate who looks at me with amusement, making me blush. So I slow down and eat like a decent person. Gabriel's POV. I am currently in a meeting with some investors for the new restaurant chain that I want to open in Shanghai. However, my mind is occupied with my mate who is finally in my mansion where she belongs. Everything about her is like a mystery to me, a mystery that I want to unravel bit by bit. She is an innocent soul, but at the same time, she is more mature than her age. I haven't even known her for more than 2 weeks yet. I am having very strong emotions for her. However, I can't say the same about Cyrus. He is still very quiet, too quiet for my liking. We are like twins, so I can easily say that he is not telling me something. I have tried numerous times to make him tell me what's going on with him, but every time he says that he is all right. He also doesn't interact with Madison, and it is also something a werewolf will not do, because to have your mate with you is the biggest blessing of our kind. Finally, the meeting ends, making me release a sigh of relief. I get out of the conference room before mind-linking Ezekiel to meet me at my personal gym, which is on the ground floor of my mansion. I quickly reach there and take off my blazer. I start assaulting the sand-filled punching bag, and before I know it, the bag shattered on the floor. "Whoa, what's wrong, bro?" Ezekiel asks, walking inside the gym. "Everything," I reply, taking off my shirt, leaving me only in my pants. "What do you mean? Also, you haven't introduced me to your mate." He accuses, making me glare at him. "I am not in the mood for your nonsense joke. I have asked you to come here so that I can talk to you about something very important." I tell him before taking out a small plastic bag from my pants pocket and give it to him. "I want you to find out what this liquid is. This poison has been found in the warrior's body, who is now dead." Merrick is also in dilemma about this particular poison, as he has never seen anything like this. He is already hurt because of his friend's sudden death, so I don't want to put more pressure on him, so it will be better if you take this matter into your hands. I explain. "So Andrew was correct about the attack," he remarks. And not only that, I think whoever is working against us have someone powerful with them, or I don't think they would have been successful." I reply, "Consider it done by 1 week. Now tell me when you're going to let me meet our Luna Queen?" He asks, making me shake my head. "I have decided to arrange a ball soon where I will introduce her to the whole world. But don't worry, you won't have to wait that long. You can meet her right away." I tell him when I notice he is going to protest. "Then what are we waiting for? Come on, man. Let's go." He says like a child. Sometimes I wonder if he is the same angry man who kills his enemies mercilessly. "Okay, fine. Let's go upstairs." I tell him and both of us get out of the gym. Madison's POV. "Yes, Mrs. Pamela, I am fine, and the baby too," I say over the phone. "Then why am I feeling like you are not all right? Why my instinct is telling me that something is wrong going to happen with you?" She asks. "I really don't know why you are feeling like this, but believe me, I am not lying. I am very happy here with my mate." I try to assure her, although I can't shake the feeling of something bad happening myself. "If you are saying that, then I will not ask any more. But please take care of yourself, my sweet child," she says, making me want to hug her, but alas, I cannot. I talk to her some more before I feel like someone is coming towards the room, so I tell her that I will talk to her later and get up from the bed. Suddenly, the door is opened by none other than my mate, who gives me a small smile. "Am I disturbing you?" he asks, walking inside. "No, I was just talking to Mrs. Pamela." I reply, "Oh, that's good. By the way, my best friend, who is also the Roya Gamma, wants to meet you." He says, "Oh, okay, where is he?" I ask, suddenly feeling nervous. "He is in the living room." "Are you sure you want to meet him? He can be a little intimidating." I gulp, hearing the word intimidating, but still nod my head. He takes my hand in his, and we make our way out of the bedroom, which we have been sharing since my arrival. Soon, we reach the living room, where I can see the backside of a quite muscular person. "Madison, meet Ezekiel, my best friend as well as the Royal Gamma," Gabriel says, motioning towards the giant-looking man who is looking at me with no expression face. I feel like I will pee if he continues to look at me like this. However, much to my confusion, Ezekiel burst into loud laughter, following by Gabriel. "Oh, goodness, man, she is too cute for me to hold my poker face. Just look at her adorable chubby cheeks." Ezekiel says, pinching my cheeks as if he is talking to a little baby. Stop it, Ezekiel. Look, you are going to make her cry. Gabriel remarks, wrapping his arms around my shoulder while I try not to cry for real. Ah, I am very sorry for my playfulness, Luna Queen. Usually I am not this playful, but something about is telling me to be nice to you. My wolf feels the same too. Ezekiel says while holding his ears. It's okay, but please don't do that again. I really got scared feeling I have done something wrong. I tell him.